So welcome to this evaluation training the trainer, training the trainers. I'm going to be calling on one of us who's going to be taking us now to explain some things to us. And it's no other person than Akin Lulu or Jediro. Over to you, sir.
Oh, good evening, everyone. And has been our time in this training the trainer. Welcome to this section, this Zoom section. Listening to what many of us have been saying as our experience, I can really deduce and conclude that we've really gained a lot from what we have experienced through this training. And it can be concluded that a lot of us appreciate what has been given to us, and what is expected of us. A lot of us are meeting up to it. And for those that will be willing and we want to become a facilitator like me, we all went through this same training, and now a facilitator. I think I became facilitator sometimes last year, August, June, July, August. And as a facilitator, you must come with a plain art of volunteering, because it's a volunteering assignment. That if you are deciding to become a facilitator, because being a facilitator is quite interesting, it is it's the time it requires your commitment, and it requires your heart of listening to instructions, because there will be some things that you'll be asked to do that actually are instructions. I'll be like, I need to, do I need to do this? But because you are a facilitator under an organization, there is need to follow those instructions and need to do some aligned assignments. So it's more of a volunteering assignment, because you are carrying out a duty to impart life as a facilitator. That's why you are being trained as a trainer. That's, if you look at the name, it's training the trainer. You are trained to become a trainer. So all those God good form is to equip you towards what you will eventually need and all that. So all those things you are being taught are the general things. There are some direct personal instructions that will come specifically for those that eventually show interest and all that. So what I have experienced as a facilitator is it has helped me to learn, unlearn, and relearn. To learn, unlearn, and relearn. Those things that I think I know, I relearn them. Those things that I feel I know, and I discover that really I don't really know much about them. And that's what has exposed me to, like facilitating a course on law and diplomacy. I needed to study on what it is, because I'm not a lawyer and I need to facilitate it. So it gave me a chance to expose me to the understanding and knowledge on those particular field and profession and all that. So and that's what facilitation do to you. It helps you to be committed to what you never thought you will be committed to academically or professionally and all that. So it bring out this best in you. It bring out the leadership in you, because you have people that will come in as participants, as students, and they will have questions after a particular training and class of a particular course, and you have to give them answers. Even though sometimes you might need to push the question to the supposed resource person, if there is one, because there are some training that you have resource persons, especially when the organization is partnering with another organization. So, and that one is there. There will be depth of explanation on that when we move to the part of people that are becoming facilitators. So this training trainer exposed me. And one thing I pick up from training trainer when I was there, when I first started, was Google Form actually. I hear of Google Form, I've used it, but I didn't really know the depth, how to be creative with it, you know. But after going through the training, I was able to use it when I was about to do a thesis, research work, and I needed to do some questionnaire. I used it and it really helped me. It helped me to even analyze my data, and all that. It make my analysis easier, even though I need to take it to another software and to verify one or two things. But it makes things easier on, like, I imagine I don't know anything about it. I'll employ somebody to do it for me, but I did it myself. It was easier. I learned a lot doing it. It bring out creativity in me and all that. It helped me to know, trainer helped me to know what Facebook can do for you to market what you carry, and what leadership can do to you to handle people and all that. So it's nice having us here, that we are learning more and more. Even as a facilitator in this training again, it's just for me as a refresher. Okay, let me refresh and all that. And it's good. It has really been very helpful. So whatever we have learned, please let's keep practicing. Let not leave it. Let's use it for one thing or the other. Um, it will help in whatever we are doing as ministers, as a lecturer, as a teacher, as a business person, as a business owner, as a business manager, as at any level. You find a use for many of these things that you have learned and all that. And funny enough, the training is free, and a lot of people don't know that. So whatever we have learned, let's always practice, because as it is being said, practice, it makes perfection. So when you keep doing it, you don't fear to make mistakes. You don't fear to do error. So when you learn from your error, you get perfect in it. I know that it's fear of not wanting to make mistakes that make people not to progress. So you learn to do that thing. If you even make mistake, you listen to corrections and continue. That's one of the major things for facilitators. You learn, you do it. Even when you make mistake, be ready to receive the corrections and all that. So it's all good. It has exposed me to a lot of things. If I was not a facilitator, I won't be called to talk. So that's one of the things what participating has brought to me. It has given me opportunity and leverage to even talk to people that are more higher in rank than I am, because I have what they need and all that. So it's just is a platform to keep you humble when you have to teach people that are elderly or older than you in status and in age and all that. So it remind you of the more woman you should be, and all that. So it's, as I mentioned, the part of leadership. So that's one of the basic things. So thank you very much for this opportunity, Pablo Multimedia, and really appreciate this moment to really talk. I would like to start from here. Maybe we'll move on with others that are coming in as facilitators at the long run. Thank you very much, sir. Really appreciate, sir.
All right, thank you very much. Our wonderful, wonderful. You're still going to have more of him by the time you are selected and all that by the grace of God. So thank you very much for that wonderful thing. Everything he has said, pay attention. Thank God we are recording it and we can also play back to some of us. Yes, anybody who wants to talk, maybe you want to volunteer to say one or two things concerning the code and all that, let me know. Let me know, let me know, let me know. Let me know. Anybody? Anybody? Because I will soon get to what I want to talk about now. Anybody? Okay, if you are not here, you are not where you're supposed to be, but let's tell other people to come in. Yes, Olulano Michael, has he spoken? Olulano Michael. And after Olulano Michael, we're going to be calling on Rasak Lukman. Olulano Michael, yes, Olulano Michael, then we call on Rasak Lukman. If you really want to speak now, fine. Let's have after Mr. Lukman, Rasak. Yes, I want to help him write his name well. Yes, Olulano Michael, yes, sir.
All right, thank you so much, sir, for the opportunity once again. Just want to drop this on what Mr. Rasad, if I don't make mistake, dropped before now concerning his experience as a facilitator. Akinolu, okay, as a facilitator since last year, August. Actually, it's an experience that cannot be washed down the water within a twinkling of an eye, except if you don't know what reason, purpose for being connected with this program. So it's an experience that goes beyond even your area of specialization in making impact in the society and also helping others who are also in need. In fact, this program has enlightened, educate, and I believe there's a word that says, if you are not informed, you'll be deformed. So I believe that this program has really transformed a lot, and I know more bigger and gigantic impartation is on the way as more discovery are uncovered, as more skills and knowledge are uncovered. I believe that more of it, more same mindset leader will be birth, will be given birth to, at least be awakened to uphold and to keep pushing the program forward. In fact, many are outside there who need this program but are not yet to be reached onto. So, but I believe with time, with consistency, in needs. In fact, I said earlier on that if money is being charged over this, I am one of the people that won't be qualified for it, because a lot of things really surround incapability, financial level of individual, especially as a teacher. But notwithstanding, I just want to give kudos to the organizer and really appreciate and pray for the organization that the Lord will continue to uphold them. But for me, I would say it's not something that can easily be taken away from me, because I'm aspiring to be a very eloquent facilitator. I'm not just trying to inspire to be an ordinary facilitator. I want to be a facilitator that will be able to draw many in and be able to convince and bring people, transform people, and make them better than the way I met them. So I believe that I'll be there. I'll be there. I'm in that part already, but I believe very soon I'll be there. I want to appreciate once again, sir. Thank you so much. May God continue to strengthen you, sir. Thank you.
Amen. Very good. Thank you very much. Let me favor just enter and then we are just hearing noise. That's not too good. Let's have Mr. Rasak Lukman. Mr. Rasak Lukman, over to you. 1 minute.
Everybody. Good evening, everybody. My name is Mr. Razak Lukman. I happen to be one of the facilitators under Pablo, and I do appreciate. In fact, it is one thing to find a common ground, and it's another thing to tap into that opportunity. I bless God because since I've tapped into this opportunity, it has always been success, success, success. You know, if you refuse to key into your like-minded visionaire, others will keep on recruiting you for their vision to be fulfilled. So everybody that is inbuilt in us to be a leader, but there are people we need to look at or probably need to go through to do a mentorship through that we can key into our vision. That's one of the reasons why I give it to Pablo Multimedia. In fact, I thank God for coming in contact with our able and indefatigable Pastor Paul Eshukpofo. His leadership style is second to none. I love him. He scolded us when he need to scolded us, and he know when he scolded us, I know when to bring us back to ourselves so that we have to do things right. And he's the kind of a man that I like his enigmatism because he knows everybody's weak points, and he tries to help us from a point of view that, oh, no, you can do it. This is. One of the things that I failed to understand from the beginning was because each and every one of us had to drop our ego. I'm a proprietor. I have many staffs I control. So coming from that, I have not been receiving instruction. I used to dish out instruction. So it is very difficult for people who are dishing instruction to take instruction. So, and the first thing he keep on telling us why we are seeing training was that productivity is the key to success in the facilitating training we are going. And before you can be productive, you must be a person who listen to instruction and carry instruction down to latter. And that is exactly one aspect I choose to neglect. And that is another area which I later discovered because I found out that I'm always not in the good side because at times I thought, how is this man talking to me this way? Or probably he's doing something, probably I'm being hate or probably both. I now find out like, well, look, this is a friend that want me to succeed because he keep on calling me. He will talk to me privately more than 1 hour, uses money. I use his money and everything. So I have not seen kind of leadership that want you to somebody that want you to succeed in this kind of online system that we find ourselves. So for that, I also pray for him that may God begin to be with him. Everything that is living and that's not living that surrounding me, no evil will touch it in Jesus' name. So I just want to tell us that this program is something that will affect our life forever. Our life will not be the same if we're able to follow instruction and ourselves will beat ourselves down. The two things that let us not confuse ourselves to say we are facilitator now. We are still students, we are still training, we are still under training. So if you don't submit ourselves as a student under authority, we may not go far. Because many of us who are dishing out instruction, we want to be dish instruction too. But that is one thing I want us to just step aside. Let's come with the mind of I want to learn so that I can be trained. You can only train a willing soul and not a boastful soul rather. So we must have a focus and we must have our target. Everybody has his own weak point. Everybody has his own strong point. Sometimes when we drop a social, if anything is not clear to you, you can talk to them. They are reachable. They are very good leaders. In fact, I call one person, Mr. Akinlulu. I call him Mr. Simple, because there is no way you talk to him. He will listen to you, no matter a level at which he will listen to you. In fact, he will even help you out to do some things. I have not seen him once misbehaving probably or being like a bossy. So I like this organization is like a one big family. One thing is very sure for us to go far. If we listen to instruction, if we follow instruction, and we learn, unlearn, and relearn, as my boss have said the other time. This has given me an opportunity when I've come in probably 3 months ago as being confirmed facilitator. I joined last year, November 2022. So, and since that I've been confirmed as a facilitator, it has opened door for me. Ordinarily, I wouldn't have spoken with some authority in my environment. I went to local government where I need to fill so many forms, but I just found out when I got there, I showed the badge which I was given, and they said, wow, did you have an appointment? I said, no, I don't need to book an appointment with anybody, but I just want to see him. These are programs that we have that affect lives. And these are things that will even help our community to grow. And I was giving that accord, respect, that due. I was asked to speak with chairman. I spoke with him, which he promised to do some other things. Okay, I dropped my contact there. I left that place because of a program when we are doing volunteerism that time. Then I went to, when we are doing cyber crime, forensic something, I went to the station, which I met with what they call area commander. I met with their commander. All protocol was suspended because I said I'm from social organization. I'm into this, I'm into that. So if I ask other people to just wait, I'll have to go in. So I was there late, but I have to go in. So when I got there, I spoke with the man. Hello. Hello, am I still on? Hello. Hello. Hello, am I still on? So I got to that place and I got.
Sorry for that.
Okay, I spoke with the area commander. He loves it and he asked me that it's a pity that for now they were busy to do something because it was during this election period of it that preparing some things or that at least his door is open for me. When next we want to have this kind of programs, or probably we have similar things like this that can encourage people to know about crimes and prevention in our society, that his door is always welcome. I had a connection there on a platter of gold. And there are so many other people I spoke to which are captains of industry, ordinarily which are into form, some organizations, some big companies, the manager, the directors, the executive manager, director that I met there on a deal on this same thing because of facilitating. And they even at the health department in my area in Ogun State, there's the one that is coordinating our zone, our zone, the local government, midwifery nurse. We had in contact with her under the mental health. But unfortunately, while we are having the meeting, some unfortunate happened in the hospital, so they have to reschedule the meeting. But the last time I went there, they said the man have gone for one certain program like that they used to have at Federal at Abuja. So I was rescheduled to come back to see her. So it has always been a good thing. It has always been a good thing. It was when I discovered that when I began to listen to instruction and I followed that instruction, that I was able to be able to get application of listening to instruction, follow the instruction, give me opportunity to meet with people and know what to say and how to present myself. In fact, there was even one that unfortunate, that's a woman, that health department. I put a call through to my Oga because there are some questions that I ought to have prepared for, which I never bothered to prepare for that. I even have told my boss that, sir, I will be going to so place. So if it need be, I will have to call you. But I would not believe that I can do it on my own with all myself. After all, I'm so. When I got there, when they just put 2 questions to me, I was able to answer them effectively. Unfortunately, I put a call through, the call did not go, so we have to reschedule. It was the second time that I met that say I will have to call a guy to say yes, he's ready, that when I get there, I should call him. Unfortunately, when I go to that place, the second appointment, I couldn't meet up because the call was not going through. So it has always been good. It has always been good. It has opened a lot of doors. Like this Google, something that we are using now. In fact, it's something that I just appreciate again. I've done facilitating before, but when they are doing this Google something, I thought since I have my system in school, why should I bother myself? Not until when I joined again to just come to this refresher class, I begin to see something from different angle. I begin to see from different angle. Okay, these are the area where this mistake is done here and there. This is why the teacher was able to do this something to do this one, because I have an IT guy that was like making himself like a lot in school, but I have to leave him off the top. When he left, I was a little vacuum. But it's when I found out that this thing is doing is not magic, it's not miracle. When I learned this Google something now, it's very, very simple. And there's something that say my people are perishing because of lack of knowledge. I want to thank everybody. We want to welcome you on board. As many of us who have decided, because it's a voluntary thing, it is not about the money, it's about the skill and the value we are adding to humanity. It's how we want to affect life positively, because with this program, we are going to reach a lot of people, training them, knowing that we are contributing to humanity. And it's not about money. Our reach in the resources of people's mind that we are able to affect it by facilitating and giving them the right information A nation is prized by the level of educated and informed citizens it has. And one of the reasons why we can get it right in this part of the world is that if all of us are well endowed and we have what it takes, we have first-class information, we know how to disseminate information, we know how to read through and how to sort some things out, at least we'll be able to choose right. So something will not just come to us on the wrong platform, looking like reality, but we find out at long run, we will not be able to practice them. So we want to thank you for everybody that for being part of this program. You are welcome home. And at the same time, please, the key thing we want to take care is just that instruction, listen to instruction to latter and following is very good. It's not working hard, it's working smart. So working smart determines your productivity. I thank you all. I welcome you on board. My able leadership, person of Mr. Paul Echukofu and Dr. Mr. Ojenide, I thank you. I appreciate you because you take me for what I am, from the angle I am coming from. That's part of my shortcomings. You see, accommodate me. I want to thank you that I say God will continue to bless you. So, here to everybody, we are welcome on board again.
All right, I actually allow that. Very good, very good. Okay.